Hi there, kindergarten scholars. Welcome to your phonics lesson today. We are on week 22, day 4. Before we get started, make sure that you have your phonics workbook, the yellow journal that we use at school, something to write with. And if you have a loose piece of paper that you want to use to write down some of these things as we're working on them, you can have that too as an option. So go ahead and pause the video if you need to grab your workbook. If you're ready to get started, we're gonna get right into it, okay? So we're gonna start with our roller coaster hands to find the middle sound in a word. So we're gonna practice the first one together so we remember what that looks like. So I'm gonna say the word. We're gonna say it together with the roller coaster hand, and then I want you to tell me the sound you hear in the middle when your hand is up here at the top, okay? So our first word we're gonna practice with is real. Say real. Real. E. So E is the sound we heard in the middle when our hand was up at the top of the roller coaster. Now I'm going to say another word, and I'm going to let you tell me the middle sound first, and then we'll go over it together. Ready? Same. Same. If you said A, you got it. Let's try another one. Ready? Lock. Lock. Ah, fabulous. Make sure you're doing your roller coaster hand with me because that's going to help you hear that middle sound. Ready? Bite. Bite. I, right? Okay. Pan. Pan. Eh. Yep. Said. Said. Eh. Very nice, kindergarten. One more. Ready? Bone. Bone. What sound you hear? Up at the middle. Oh, right? Bone. Fabulous job. We're going to keep on moving. So I'm going to say a word, and your job is to tap it out to tell me all the different sounds in the word, and then we'll blend it back together, okay? So we'll practice the first one together so you know what to do. I'm going to say the word rope, and then you can repeat the word back to me, rope, and then you're going to use your tapping fingers to tap it out. So for rope, you would say rope, rope, right? Those are all the different sounds that you hear in the word rope. Now you're going to try on your own, and then we'll go over it together. Your next word is fig. Tap it out. Let me hear you. Fig, fig. Fabulous. Ready? Beat. I should hear you, kindergarten. Yep, so we have beat. Eat, beat. Your next word is guess. Guess, guess. Nice job. Our next word is tuck. Tuck. Let's do it together. Tuck, tuck. Make sure you're tapping out every word. Our next word is white. There we go. White, white. Your next word is pace. Tap it out. Pace, pace. Nice job. Our next word is ham. You can do it. Ham. Nice job. Roll, roll. You can do it, kindergarten. Roll. Nice. One more, ready? Our word is loon. Loon. Ready? Loon. Fabulous. Now, we're going to practice adding a sound to part of a word to make a whole word. Sounds a little confusing, but as soon as I give you an example, I think you're gonna know exactly what to do. So for example, I would say the word aisle, aisle. And then I'm gonna say add to the beginning. And that makes file, right? Because we have aisle makes file. Okay, so now the next thing I want you to start with is un. Now add s to the beginning. Un makes sun. Nice job, kindergarten. In, say it with me, in. Now add t to the beginning. That makes the word tin. Very nice. Ready? Eel. Say it with me, eel. Now add to the beginning. Eel makes heel. One more. Don't get tricked. Ready? The ending is ave. Say ave. Now add p to the beginning. Ave makes pave. Really nice job, kindergarten. All right, so now it's time for us to review some of our sounds. So I'm going to show you a picture on my screen of a letter, and your job is to tell me the sound that letter makes as quickly as you can, but don't get tricked. I know you know these, kindergarten. So ready? I'll give you a chance to say the letter sound, and then we'll say it together. Make sure I can hear you. O says ah. S says s. V says z. Y says y, y. K says k. Nice job, kindergarten. So we've been focusing this week on the ending sound of words with 3 sounds. So that means, like when we stretch out a word, it's the sound that comes all the way at our palm, all the way at the end of the word, the last sound. So today we're going to get some practice with our ending sounds because I am going to read you 2 words. So listen carefully. I'll read you 2 words, I'll read you 3 words, but you are going to find the 2 that have the same ending sound. So 2 of the words are going to end the same, and 1 of the words is going to be different. So your job is to find the 2 that have the same ending sound. Are you ready? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, scholars, ready? Here are your first words. Wig, mad, kid. Now repeat those words to yourself. You can stretch them out. Wig, mad, kid. Which 2 have the same ending sound? Yep, if you said mad and kid have the same ending sound, you got it, right? Because they both end with d. Kid, mad. Let's try again. We're just warming up. Ready? Your words are bib, tan, and job. Bib, tan, job. Find the words that have the same ending sound. Bib, tan, job. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up when you got it. Did you say bib and job? Because they both end with b, b, bib, job. Kiss your brains, kindergarten. One more, ready? Listen closely. Wig, sag, run. Stretch them out. Wig, sag, run. One more time, ready? Wig, sag, run. What 2 have the same ending sound? If you said wig and sag, you got it. They both end with the g sound. Okay, so we are going to learn a new sight word today by looking at a sentence. So down here, I have the sentence written out. we're gonna read the sentence by tapping it out. But the word underlined here is a sight word, so we might not know it yet because it's a new sight word. Let's start right here. I see mel, like a name, mel. Lost, lost. Now here is our sight word. I'm gonna skip over it for right now. This word right here starts with R. We have red, red. At, hat. So we have the words mel, lost, red, and hat. Now we're going to take a closer look at our sight word, H-E-R. This word says her. Say her, her. I want you to take out your skywriter and get ready. We're going to say it, spell it, say it while we write our sight word. That's going to help us practice to memorize it. Because remember, with sight words, we need to be able to know what they are as soon as we see them, because sometimes the letters don't make the sound that we expect. So we just have to know when we see this word that says her. Ready? Say it, her. Spell it, H-E-R. Say it, her. We're going to do this 3 more times. Ready? Her. H-E-R. Her. Her. H-E-R. Her. One more time. Her. H-E-R. Her. Fabulous, kindergarten. Now let's take a look at our sentence again, because now we can read the whole thing, right? Mel lost her red hat. Uh-oh, Mel lost her red hat. Now, I notice a few things about this sentence when I read it. I notice at the beginning, this M is uppercase or capital. And we've learned in kindergarten that every sentence starts with a what kind of letter? Capital letter. Every sentence starts with a capital or uppercase letter. Now, I also notice at the end of this sentence, we have a special punctuation mark. It's called a, you got it, it's called a period, right? We end our sentences with a period unless we use an exclamation point or a question mark, but most sentences end with a period. That's how we know the sentence is done. Now we're going to count the words in the sentence. Ready? So we have Mel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll count them again as we read the sentence. Mel lost her red hat. That's 5 words. All right, so her is our new sight word for today. Great job. So now we're going to practice using our letter board to segment some words. So I'm going to say a word, and your job is to help me out to find the letters and build that word. So let's see. If I give you the example sun, the word sun, we would build that by tapping it out and hearing each sound and then picking the letters that go with that. So sun, I hear s at the beginning, so I would pick the S. Sun, sun, n. So it's S, I know that U says so I would pick the U next. And then it ends with n, so I would pick the N tile. N makes sun. So your first word is big. Say big. Big. Now, here's where if you have a pencil and paper, I want you to take a minute and write down all the letter sounds you hear in big. Let's tap it out together. Ready? B, ig, big, b. I'm going to write down the letter that says b. I. I'm going to write down the letter that says I. G. I'm going to write down the letter that says g. Oh. Sorry, scholars, mine are a little out of order. So we have B-I-G makes big. B-I-G, big. If you wrote this down, you got it right. If you didn't write this down, that's okay, because we're going to try another one. Ready? Okay, so your next word, let's go up here. Ready? Your next word is tab. Tab. Tap it out to help you figure it out. tab, ab. Now write down each letter sound you hear. T, a, b. I'll give you a second to finish up. T, a, b. I wrote down the letters T, A, B, because those are the sounds I heard. Let's check it by tapping it out. Ready? So, t, a, b, tab. Nice. Looks good. So our next word is rip. Say rip. Rip. Now we're going to tap it out to help ourselves figure it out. Rip. Rip. R. Write down the sound, or write down the letter that makes the sound. R. You got this, kindergarten. I. Write down the letter that makes that sound. Go ahead. P. Write down the letter that makes that sound. We have R, I, P. I pulled the letters R, I, P because those are the sounds that I heard. Let's check it by tapping out each sound that I wrote down. Ready? R, I, P, rip. Looks good. Our next word is pot. Say pot. Nice. Now let's tap it out to help figure out what sounds are in this letter or in this word. Ready? Pot. P-ot. Pot. P-ot. Pot. You're going to write down each letter as I say the sound. Ready? P. Write down the letter. Ah. Write down the letter that makes that sound. You got this. T. Write down the letter that makes that sound. You have 3 letters. P-ot. I chose the letters P-O-T to spell pot because those are the sounds that I heard. Ready? So I have P making P, O says ah, T says T, P-ot, pot. Looks good. Our next word is tap. Say tap, just like we're tapping out our sounds. Ready? T-ap, tap. T. Write down the letter that makes that sound. T. A. Write down the letter that makes that sound. A. P. Write down the letter that makes the P sound. You got this, you got this, kindergarten. I wrote the letters T-A-P because I heard T-A-P. Is that what you got? Looks good. And we've already done big. So now we're going to get to try something pretty exciting. Here I have all our letters lined up again, just like in our tile board. And this time we're going to build words, but we are going to change one letter at a time to make new words. Pretty exciting. So follow along as I go. If you'd like, if you have your paper and pencil, you can write down the words as we build them on the screen, okay? Pretty exciting. So I'm going to start with the word, oh, and it's really important to note that these are not real words. These are just made up words, but we're just using the sounds that we hear to build them as if they were real words, okay? So the first word is tib, tib. I'm going to sound that out and build the word down here. So the first sound I hear is t. I know that T says t, so I'm going to pull that. Oh, whoops. I'm going to pull down our T because I know T says t. Tib, t, I. I know I says I, so I'm going to pull that next to the T. Tib, b. B says b, so I'm going to pull it down here. I've made the word tib. Now, I'm going to change the word tib to the word tid, tid. I'm changing the ending sound from b to d. So I'm going to get rid of this b. So I have t, I, d. I know that D makes the D sound, so I'm going to pull that next to the I. Now it says id, tid. Perfect. Now I'm going to change our word to Tim, Tim. I hear the same sounds at the beginning and middle, but the end I hear instead of d. So I'm going to pull this D right back up to its spot, and I'm going to find myself an M, because M says There we go. Now, the last word we're going to make is tip. Say tip, tip. Again, we're going to be changing our ending sound. So right now we have Tim. We want to make tip. So I'm going to move this M back to its spot. And now I want tip. I know P makes the P sound, so I'm going to put that at the end there. Notice that I'm always moving the letter at the end because we're changing the ending sound. So now it says tip makes tip. All right, great job, scholars. That was our first build and change together. Now we're going to try it one more time with a different starting word. So our new starting word is fob. Fob. Think in your head how we can spell that. And if you have paper with you, you can write it down. Fob. 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 I hear F-A-O-B. Some of these words are real and some of them aren't real. Fob is a real word. Here we go. Fob. Okay, now I'm going to change the word from fob to fought. 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 So again, we're changing the ending sound. What sound do you hear at the end of fought? Fought. T, t. I know T makes the T sound, so I'm going to pull up this B and I'm going to replace it with a T. Fought. Nice. Now, I have thought, but now I want to make it say fawn. Fawn. What sound makes, what sound do you hear at the end? Fawn. Fun. Right? I know that N makes the N sound, so I'm going to pull that N down to the end of the word. N makes fawn. So we did it. Now, one more change. We're going to change fawn to fox. Say fox. 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 What sound do you hear at the end? Fox. I hear x, x. I know that X makes the x, x sound, so I'm going to put the X at the end of the word. Now let's tap it out. Fox. Fox. Wow, you did a great job with that, scholars. I'm so excited about how you're growing your brains practicing your ending sounds. So I think we're ready now to move on to our phonics journals. So go ahead and open up your workbook. You're going to find this page. It says week 22, day 4 at the top. And at the bottom, I covered it up, there's a number 17, 1, 7 at the bottom of the page. So take a minute and find that. If you're having trouble finding it on your workbook, you can pause the video and then unpause it when you're ready. We're going to get started. Okay, so at the top, we're going to be practicing writing our uppercase and lowercase I, right? So we've got our uppercase I on the top line. So we're going to practice this. We're going to start at the top line, trace down to the baseline lift. We're going to start at the top line again, over, baseline, over, lift. What sound does that letter make? Eh, eh. Nice job. Let's do another one to practice. Start at the top line, trace down to the baseline lift, back to the top line, trace over, baseline, over, lift. What sound does that letter make? Eh, eh. And that's our capital or uppercase I. One more, ready? Start at the top line. Let me see you. Get those pencils moving. Trace all the way down to the baseline, lift. Back to the top line, trace across, baseline, trace across, lift. What sound does that letter make? Eh, eh. Fabulous. We're going to move on to the second line where we have a lowercase I. Now, for the lowercase I, we start at the dash line in the middle. Let's trace our gray lowercase I first. We're going to go from the dash line down to the baseline, lift, Now make a dot between the top line and the dash line. Lift. What sound does that letter make? Eh, eh. Yep. When we make our dot on the I, we don't have to color it in. We can just make a little quick dot. Okay? Let's practice again. Start at the dash line. Trace all the way down to the baseline. Lift. Make your dot between the top line and dash line. What sound does that letter make? Eh, eh. And this is the lowercase I. Let's practice one more because we're going to get really good at this. On the dash line, ready? Trace down to the baseline, lift. Make a little dot with your pencil between the top line and dash line, lift. What sound does that letter make? Eh, eh. Yep. And over here we have our sound card to remind us that I in eh. We have the letter I. Our keyword is in, and it says eh. Alrighty, moving on down the page. Your job is to write the ending sound in each of these pictures, not the beginning sound. We want to make sure that we're writing the ending sound like we've been practicing. So here's a picture of a fan. Fan. What do you hear at the end of the word? Let's use our hand to stretch it out. Fan. I hear n at the end of the word, and I know that n makes the n sound. So I'm going to write an n right here next to the fan. Here's a picture of a rat. Say rat. Stretch it out. Rat. Rat. I hear t at the end of rat. What letter makes the t sound? Nice. T. So go ahead and write your T next to the rat. Next, I see a picture of a pig. Scholars, I want you to figure this one out on your own, and then we'll go over it together. Pig. Let's stretch it out. Pig. Pig. What sound do you hear at the end? Write down the letter that makes that sound. The ending sound. I should see your pencils moving. Yep, you're right. If you said G is the ending sound in pig, you got it. Here I see a picture of a tub. Say tub. Your turn again. Ready? Tub. Tub. Write down that ending sound, the letter that makes that ending sound next to tub. Go ahead. You should have written down the letter B. B. Tub ends with B, which is made by B. So now we're going to practice something where I'm going to say a sound and you're going to write down the letter that makes that sound. So down here at this part, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for number 1, I want you to write down the letter that says the sound ah. Ah. What letter makes the ah sound? You can write the uppercase or lowercase letter that says this sound. Ah. Ah. Great job. Number 2, I want you to write down the letter that says the sound b, b, b. You can say the sound and then write the letter b, b, b. Number 3, I want you to write the letter that says the sound w, w, w. On number 3, write the letter that says w, w. And again, you can do either capital or lowercase. Number 4, your job is to write the letter that says the sound j, j, j. Go ahead. J. You can do this, kindergarten. Your brains are growing so big. Now, finally, for number 5, I want you to write the letter that says the sound. It's a soft sound. Write the letter, uppercase or lowercase. You got this, kindergarten. So now that we've written all of our sounds, or our letters that make these sounds, I'm going to go over them so we make sure we're all on the same page. So for number 1, you should have written the letter O because O says ah. Number 2, you should have written the letter B because B says B, B. Number 3, you should write the letter W because W says W, W. Number 4, your job is to write the letter J because J says J, J. Number 5, you're writing the letter H because H says H. Great job. Now when you're all done checking those, you're going to turn the page just onto the back of the page you were on before. So it should say week 22, day 4 at the top, and down at the bottom you should see the number 18, 1, 8. Okay? Smile at me when you're there. Okay, scholars, so at the top, your job is to write the beginning sound. So don't get tricked. I know we've been going back and forth. So we're going to write the beginning sound, the first sound we hear in the word, okay? So your word here is dog, dog, dog. Write down the word or the sound you hear at the beginning. What letter says D in dog? Nice job. Yep. D is the first letter in dog. That's the beginning sound. Our next picture shows a top. Top. Write down the letter you hear at the beginning of top. Top. Nice job, kindergarten. Top starts with T. Now we have a picture of a map. Say map. Map. What letter is at the beginning of map? Map. Write it down. Give you a couple more seconds. Nice job. M makes and it comes at the beginning of map. Now we have a picture of a bat. Say bat. Bat. B, bat. Write down the letter that comes at the beginning of bat. You can do it. All right. So bat starts with B. Nice job. Now we're going to move to the second part of this page, and you actually are going to get to do this on your own, okay? I'm going to tell you the pictures and what your job is, and then you're going to fill in the letters by yourself because I know you can do it, and I want you to get some practice on your own. So instead of doing the beginning sound like we did up here, we're now going to do the ending sound. So remember, that's the sound that comes at our palm, right? So if we're saying hat, hat, the ending sound is t, right? Or if we say lip, lip, the ending sound is p, okay? So the ending sound this time. Now, I'm going to tell you what these pictures are, and you're going to write the ending sound letter on the lines next to the picture, okay? So here's a picture of a pig, pig. Here's a picture of a fin, fin. Here's a picture of a pot, pot. And here's a picture of someone who is sad, sad, sad. Now, I went through those really fast. You can take a minute and work on this on your own when the video ends. So again, it's pig, fin, lid, and sad. You're going to write the ending sound, the last sound on your palm, okay? You can do it, kindergarten. Now, something new that you might have started yesterday is after you're done with your phonics journal, if you have somebody in the house, like an older sibling or a parent with you who's working on your learning with you, I want you to ask them if they can take a picture of your journal when you're all done and send it to me or your teacher. So if you're a Florida Gator, you're going to have your parent send it to me. If you're a Cincinnati Bearcat, you're going to have your parent or sibling send it to Miss Zahutsky. And if you are in Hofstra, you're going to have your parent or sibling send it to Miss Seaman. So whoever your teacher is, ask your parent if they can take a picture of your work and send it to your teacher in a text message. If nobody is there right now, it's okay. Don't stress about it. But if you can, have them send us a picture of your work because we want to see what you're doing to grow your brains. All right, we'll go ahead and finish that up. I hope that you had as much fun as I did during our phonics lesson today, and I'm so excited to see you again next time.